And then come back into the space. Nice parallel feet, legs relaxed in underneath you. We're going to inhale and shrug your shoulders up. Exhale, soften and sigh them down. And again, inhale to shrug the shoulders up. And exhale, soften. Then we're going to inhale and reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale and push down in front of you. Crossing the arms, inhale as if you're taking a big jumper off. Exhale, push the ceiling away. Inhale here. Exhale, hug round, contract over a massive beach ball. Relax the arms, keep a soft bend in the knees. And then unroll all the way up to standing. Take that again. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, push down. Inhale, jumpers off. Exhale, push the ceiling away. Inhale here. Exhale, hug round, contract over a massive beach ball. Relax out through the arms, the neck, the head, the jaw. And come all the way up to standing. Soften in the knees and take the hips in a little figure of 8, just checking in. And change direction. This could be circles if that's more comfortable. Lovely. Feet come in underneath us in a parallel position. We're going to step out to the right. Bend only in the right knee. Toes are pointing forward. And crease and fold at the hips and send your sitting bones back behind you. So you've got the bent knee on the right, long straight left leg. You might reach your fingertips forward. Press and come up and stand in. Step out to the left. Bend only in the left knee, going over the toes. Crease and fold at the hips, send your sitting bones back behind you. So if your left leg is bending, you'll end up almost flat back if I saw you from the side. Push off the left leg and step back in. Go again to the right. Step out with your right. Crease and fold, hip hinge, bend only in the right knee. Send your sitting bones back, reach your fingertips forward to counterbalance. Push down into the floor to lengthen. Step back in, stability here. Step out to the left. Bend only in the left knee, crease and fold, hip hinge. Reach your fingertips forward. Push off the left leg. Step back in. Very nice. Both arms sweep back up towards the ceiling. You're going to reach your right arm forward and your left arm back. Standing spine twist. Keep the hips squared off to the front. Arms come up and you change direction. And up. Right arm forward, left arm back. And up. Left arm forward, right arm back. Arms come all the way up and we crease and forward fold over our thighs. Forward fold down towards the floor. Take a hold of either elbow and let your head relax. Shoulders soften. Start to have a little sway or a swing side to side. When you're ready, keep a hold of those elbows and sweep out over the right leg. Come up the right side of the body, up and over, any little wriggles. Down the left. Keep the knees soft and into center. And then sweep out over the left leg, up the left side of the body, up and over, and down the right. And into center. Relax the arms and unroll all the way up to standing. Let's take it to the back of the mat. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, soften. Slide your breastbone, roll your ribs back behind you to forward fold. Bending in the knees, flat palms come onto the mat and you walk out into your plank. Remember, crown of the head away from the heels, but weight back into the feet. Soften your knees down, keep your toes tucked, sit back over your heels. Round your spine and come up into all fours. Hands in underneath your shoulders, knees in underneath your hips. Press the floor away, take your big cat stretch, nose to pubic bone. Open the sitting bones, allow your spine to undulate through. And again, this might be a big exhale, big soft sigh. Opening up. One more time like this. Use the tops of your feet, your shins, your hands. As your chest comes through, imagine pulling the mat apart, wide. Good. Have a little shake off back into tabletop. I'm just going to turn to face you. Let's do your thread the needle. So let's keep your left hand down and inhale and sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, soften and thread through. Brush past that left wrist. You come to the floor maybe with a little push. And again, inhale to open. Exhale, soften, thread your needle. One more time here. Inhale to open. Exhale, rotate. Come back through, hands in underneath your shoulders, switch sides. Right hand stays down and left arm gets to sweep up. Exhale, soften and thread your needle. Brush past that wrist. And again, inhale to open. Exhale, soften, thread your needle. Go one more time. Inhale to open. Exhale, soften, brushing through. Great, we come back through into all fours. We might tuck our toes and just push back into a little downward dog. Have a little pad out through the legs, through the feet. Any little shakes off that you want. Great, and then we come down to lie on your side. So we're going to start with our side lying work again this week. Let me shuffle forward a little. So come to lie on your side. It doesn't matter if it's right or left. I'll just talk about bottom and top leg. And we come to lie with your feet, your knees, your hips stacked. So they're in a triangular position, foot over foot, knee over knee, hip over hip. Folded arm in underneath your head, though it could be a long arm as well. Great. From here, we push the bottom leg into the floor and let the top leg float up with ease. So as something goes down, something goes up. Keep the knee bent and let the knee swing forward. And then send the knee directly underneath you. So you're flexing and folding at the front of the hip and then opening into hip extension. Crease and fold, open up. Think about this opening, about the knee reaching away. And the rest of the body wants to stay quiet. Torso, abdominals, lower back, not getting that involved. Good. Then we can send that top leg nice and straight underneath us and we can pulse up here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we can do full sideline kick through. Crease and fold, flex and kick the foot forward. Point and lengthen, stop directly underneath you. So you're going to go flex and kick, point and lengthen. Flex and kick, point and lengthen. Crease and fold. Open into hip extension, go one more. Nice, then the legs come back through into their triangular position. You're very welcome to unfold this arm. Keep the feet in contact, the hips stacked, and open into clamshell oyster openings. So 4 of these, checking your hip mobility. Good. Then we're going to check your external and internal rotation. So we open, knees open. Then we're going to go knee to knee, foot to foot, and close. And the rest of the body's going to stay really quiet. Open, knee to knee, internal rotation, foot to foot, and close. Start feeling it up here a little bit as well. Open, knee to knee, foot to foot, and close. Last one. Open, knee to knee, foot to foot, and close. Then that top leg comes forward, 90-90, rests on the floor, and the bottom leg can straighten out. You may want to unfold the arm now. As we push this top knee, shin, and foot down into the floor and reach through the bottom toes, it can hover. Pulse up here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Unravel the legs and come up to seated. And let's check your hip mobility whilst we're here. Running our drill. Legs go out in front. We sit lovely and tall. Open into seated hip abduction. Still on your sitting bones. Sit nice and tall. Soles of the feet come together. Good. Cross-legged version 1. And change your crossing. Good. Legs go back out. We go right leg in front. Fold the left leg to the side. Z-sit. This should be a little bit easier from internal external rotation work. Go back out. Check in with the other side. Left leg. Roll onto the left hip. Right leg in internal rotation, which is often the less agreeable leg in internal rotation. How does it feel to sit in this Z-sit? Great. Shake the legs out and come to lie straight into the second side. Same thing, foot over foot, knee over knee, hip over hip. Folded arm or long arm, just depends on the shoulder and how it feels. When you're down and settled into the floor, push the bottom leg into the mat, let the top leg float up with ease. You're not picking it up. Push down and wait for that bite point. Then crease and fold at the hip and send the knee directly underneath you. So setting up the kind of mechanics of the hip joint, that ease and crease the fold, and the fact that it can open into extension. This is when you go to stand. Good. Then the top leg lengthens out directly underneath you. We pulse up here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We flex in the foot, crease and fold, and kick forward. Sideline kick through. Point in the toes, stop directly underneath you. And again, flex and kick. Point and lengthen. Everything else really quiet. Flex and kick. Point and lengthen. One more. Flex and kick. Point and lengthen. The legs come back through, stacked on top of each other. Keep the feet in contact. Open into your clamshell oyster opening. Your body doesn't sway. You want to imagine like you're up against the back of the wall. Good. Then we take it a little bit further. We open. We go knee to knee, foot to foot, and close. One side's always easier than the other. Open. Knee to knee, foot to foot, and close. 2 more. Open. Knee to knee, foot to foot, and close. Well done. Last one. Open. Knee to knee, foot to foot, close. The top leg comes forward and rests on the floor, and you can shuffle the bottom leg out nice and straight. As we press down into the floor with this knee, shin, and foot, reach through those bottom toes and let the leg hover because you're pressing down. And then pulse up here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Give the legs a little shake out, a little pat, and come up to seated. Great. Hip mobility and hip strengthening at the same time. We're going to come and sit on our mat with our legs out in front of us. And let your hands come back behind you. Externally rotate so the fingertips are pointing out. Lovely long straight arms and widen through the collarbones. So you'll have a gentle tilt back, a hinge back as such. Glue the legs together and start to point through the toes a little bit. That helps. We're going to press down into the hands and push down into the feet, the heels, and lengthen out into one long plank the opposite way. So hands go down, heels go down, toes point and reach, and you'll come up into what we call leg pull in Pilates, and then soften and come back down. So it takes organization of the collarbones, and it's 2 points pressing down, and the middle of you floats up as a response. So don't pick up your bottom, push down with hands, and push down with feet. Off you go. Nice. Release. And have a little shake out. Good. Then we're going to add on. Hands come back behind you. Press down into the hands, press into the heels. Come long into leg pull. Can you keep pushing your left foot down and float your right leg up? Good. Right leg comes down. Push it into the floor so your left leg can float up. Work opposition. Left leg comes down, bottoms come down, arms shake off. Can we go one more variation? Arms, collarbones wide, they're a little bit back behind you. You have to press down. Keep your eye line easy on the rising sun. Doesn't need to fling back. As hands go down and feet press down and toes point away, we lengthen out into leg pull. Now push your left leg into the floor and draw your right knee to your chest. And lengthen and switch. And lengthen, go again, this is abs. And lengthen, good. Fabulous, stay here. Release your sitting bones down, shake out. Well done. We bring our heels and our sitting bones closer together. And then we lay ourselves all the way down onto your mat to lie on your back. Take any little hugs or twists that you like to when you get to the floor. Just have a little shake, a little check-in. And we're going to go straight into interlacing our hands back behind our head. Thumbs go down the nape of the neck. Elbows are in your peripheral vision. Heavy head in your hands. Bend and soften in your knees, bring your feet onto the mat. And let's check your chest lift. Inhale here on the mat. Exhale, slide your breastbone, roll your ribs, curl up. Inhale here at the top. Exhale to lay yourself all the way back down. And again, inhale. Exhale, slide breastbone, roll ribs, curl up. Inhale here. Exhale, lower yourself all the way back down. We're going to float your right leg up to tabletop 90-90 and then your left. We're going to do 2 exercises that require the legs to stay in contact with each other. So your legs are up in 90-90, they can touch. Exhale and slide your breastbone, roll your ribs, curl up into chest lift. Good. We're going to inhale and reach arms and legs straight up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, wrap the arms around and hug the knees in towards your chest. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to hug around. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. Now this is double leg stretch. And this version is you protecting your lower back. So if that's feeling okay, I know, head, neck and shoulders, what does it feel like to reach away? Inhale. Exhale, hug, glue the legs together. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, hug around. Part of the abdominal series. Go one more. Though you might have been staying here, protecting your spine, that's totally good. And then lay your head, neck and shoulders back down. Release one foot to the floor and then the other. And just let your knees drop to the right. Big soft sigh back to center and drop to the left. And go one more either side. You might get a little click or clunk. Great. So then we leave our head, neck and shoulders down on the floor. Arms can go low and wide. They can also go back behind your head, but keep your head down. You're going to float your right leg up to tabletop 90-90 and then your left. Glue the legs together and straighten them up towards the ceiling. Now mine don't go very straight today. You're allowed to have a soft micro bend, but you're pressing the legs together. Keep pressing them together. They want to be one leg now. Imagine a pivot point through the pelvis. You're going to lower the legs 1 or 2 inches. Big exhale, draw them back up. Lower the legs and bring them back up. Now your pelvis is not rocking and rolling back and forth. You're moving in the hip joint. So imagine this big dowel or pin through the pelvis. You're lowering the drawbridge and drawing back up. Lower back and abdominals are staying pretty quiet. You don't need to go too low because you have to control with an exhale, bringing them back up. Deep abdominal exercise, lower abdominals. Glue the legs together, go 2 more. Lower and up, lower and up. Well done. Hug the knees in towards the chest, have a little sway side to side. Release one foot to the floor and then the other. And again, just let the windscreen wiper drop to the right and left, have a little twist. Good work. Use one of those knee drops to curl around and come up to seated. And we come back into all fours. So back into our quadruped position, 4-point kneeling. Great. Walk yourself to the top end of your mat because we need a bit of room back behind us. Tuck your toes and sit back onto your heels, coming into our thigh stretch. We come up into high kneeling, soft ribs. Draw the belly button back, send the pubic bone through. Reach the arms out in front of you. You're one lovely long line from the crown of the head to the knees as you almost hinge back at the knees. But you have to have your ribs, remember, in alignment with your pelvis. So you're not doing a back bend. Your spine is moving as one. Reach the fingertips out. Tucked toes will help if you can do it. Sometimes they don't always play ball. Good. From thigh stretch, we bring our hands down and send our sitting bones back into downward dog. Feel free to have a little pad out, walk the hands and the feet away from each other a little bit more. Then come long into plank. Hands in underneath your shoulders, crown of your head away. Good, well done. Release your knees down. Keep the toes tucked. Can you lengthen the right leg away? Little hover, and in. Left leg away. Don't change anything in your spine, your shoulders, your lower back. Right leg, and in. Left leg, hip extension again. Toes tucked, push back over the heels. Uncurl all the way up and come back into high kneeling. Take that again. Tuck the pelvis, belly button back, pubic bone through. Thigh stretch. You have to imagine you're one big plank of wood. Leaning back. Opening up through this front line. Good. Hands come down, sitting bones go back up towards the ceiling. Walk it out. Shake off through the legs, circle the ankles, pad through the feet. Lengthen out into plank. You're very welcome to lower your knees down, but now maybe you might want to stay in plank and brush right toes away. And lower. And then brush left toes away. And lower. Go again. And lower. And left. Good. All knees come down. Untuck the toes. Sink back into child's pose, maybe big toes together, knees wide. Back over your heels, have a little sway. Let your chest drop through the middle. Nice big deep breaths into the back of you, the length of you, the sides of you. We curl back up into all fours and just sit back on relaxed feet. Come up into high kneeling and send one leg forward, doesn't matter which, and just have a little lunge, a little stretch out. Good, switch legs when you're ready. Can you stay with this leg formation? Tuck the toes of the back foot, and as your feet go down, can the crown of your head go up? And then let the feet step in together. Have a little shake off back into space. We're going to inhale and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale and push down in front of you. Inhale, take a big jumper off. Exhale, push the ceiling away. Hopefully feeling nice and open through the front of the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, hug round, contract over a massive beach ball. Relax the arms and take a hold of either elbow and sway side to side. Good. Release the arms to the floor and unroll all the way up to standing. Maybe take a moment to close the eyes, soften in the knees, and take a deep breath in through the nose. Filling the lungs, the abdomen. Big soft sigh and exhale out. Go one more like this. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. Well done.